appreciate that. And we're gonna get straight into the first topic, which is actually, I believe it should be our Ghost of Tsushima review. So we gave you our impressions earlier on in the week, or maybe was it last week? I believe it was. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. Ams has actually completed the game, so I'm gonna get him to go first, just so he gives a pretty good rounded review. So yeah, what's your thoughts?
The game was really good, really good. Overall, I say I don't know, it was kind of holding it back, and it was good at this, kind of good at the same time, was the open world aspect. I think this game would have looked better and performed better as a linear game. And the combat probably would have been better as a linear game, even though the combat was, in my opinion, elite level. I think they would have been even better if it was semi-open world or linear. What I can say is that I was never bored while playing this game. I done all the tells. For me, the most interesting part of the game were the side character tells with all of the supporting cast. Learning their stories, I think, really helped push the main story. And even while the mini side missions weren't as interesting, I think going back to them after I'd completed the game, it just gave me more to do and kept me in the world for longer. And I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I think, like I've said, this is currently my game of the year. For how much I've enjoyed it. I've really loved this game.
Wow, over The Last of Us, yes.
Over Last of Us, yeah.
Wow.
I enjoyed it more than Last of Us.
A big statement. That's a big.
I probably wouldn't give it. It's hard to say overall. It should deserves a higher score than Last of Us, but just for enjoyment's sake and for it being a game, what it done as a game, for me, it's game of the year.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I'll probably give it a very high 8 or a low 9.
Cool.
An 8.5. Yeah, that's it.
CJ, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back off what Amnik just said about The Last of Us and this game in terms of what could be the game of the year. It's weird because The Last of Us, the acting, the story, everything about that game, overall, I'd give it like probably 9.5 as a total game. Whereas this one, although I'm enjoying the whole aspect of the game, I wouldn't rate it higher. But I feel like you said, I am definitely enjoying it more. I don't know if that's just because of the type of game it is. It's the type of game I like, where you can explore. There's so much room for the open world allows you to play the game you want to play it. And then I'm starting to understand, because at first I was hearing a lot about people just, rather than playing the game, they're using the photo stuff a lot and just sitting there and taking pictures of different aspects. And at first I was like, oh, that's just childish. But now, like, I'll sat there and I'll get to different places. I'm like, try a few things, and like, I'm not even just playing the game to get it through and get it finished. I'm actually trying to really, use every aspect and design that they've put into it. And then, when it comes to the combat, like the fact that you can play with so many different styles and you get to choose how you want to play it. And although, in terms of the action, there's only kind of 2 main buttons you're using, it's like even seeing the command list to it and knowing that there's different variations of those moves and stuff. I really think that's enhanced this game altogether. It could have been very simplistic and just been, strike, but they've given you a lot more option there, and that is giving it top tier game for me. Still trying to work out where I feel in terms of the side mission to the main story. Is like I don't even want to get to the main story because I don't really want the game to end, because it's such a large open world game and there's so much to explore. So yeah, at the moment I'm going to try to hold off as long as I can and keep this main story available, so that when I do finish it, I don't want to have to come back. I want to feel like I've really given the game the full time it deserves. So yeah, good game, sweet one.
And then I know that you've had like a revelation, so I'm gonna go third, just because I'm actually gonna be a little bit negative. I basically feel exactly the way that both of you feel, and CJ. I like the game a lot. like it more than I thought I was going to, even though it has its polish problems and stuff like that. But yeah, just the things that really just make it feel like, this game could have been so good is just something that we've said before. The facial animations and just like, not even that it has to be the levels of The Last of Us, but it just needs to be decent. And I don't even think it reaches that. So that really that really holds it back for me. Another thing is the frame rate is just trash, man. Like it's the more I'm playing it, the more it's starting to annoy me, which is like, I know that I probably should have played this on a base PS4, but yeah, that's probably more of a, as a hardcore gamer and a person that actually like sees and knows about and feels those things the most, I probably shouldn't have played this on a base PS4. So yeah, that's probably a little bit my fault. But the third thing that is probably holding me back the most is like, the combat is very good, don't get me wrong, but it comes back to the frame rate probably a little bit. But at the same time, I feel like I'm doing stuff and the game just is not registering what I'm doing. I'm like, and I know that I'm doing it. Like the spear guys, yeah. Oh my gosh, I wanna kill them. Like the spear guys, I know I'm blocking. Not even blocking. I know that I'm parrying at the right time because I've got I've leveled up my that stance to the point where I can counter that, and I know I'm doing it, and I'm still getting hit. And because I'm playing on hard, it's like, I'm getting hit once or twice, and it's like, you're dead. Sorry, mate. Yeah. I swear to God, if this game didn't have short loading times, I would have freaking deleted this from my PS4.
It was good.
So yeah, it's just that's just how I feel. But the sandwich it, positive, negative, positive. The game is still very good. Yeah. I would probably rate it higher than The Last of Us as well, just because it's my type of game where there's a lot of things to do. I'm clearing out camps and stuff like that, and it's just a fun game. Like, I'm even enjoying the stealth because I'm kind of doing it in like a action way as well, where I'm just running up to people, and you get that split second where you can still assassinate them. So I'm just stabbing them in the neck and ducking out. Yeah, it's just still fun. But yeah, go on.
Cool. So so obviously last week when we done our first impressions, I was saying that I didn't really like the game kind of thing. I wasn't really enjoying it. So I've played for a week now, and I've nearly completed. I've probably got, I don't know, maybe about 3-4 hours left, and I can honestly say that this is the most overrated game I've ever played. What? This game is it's an okay game.
Yeah,
it's an okay game, and that's about it, to be honest.
I thought you were positive. I thought you had a revelation.
No,
Jesus Christ.
I think I've been playing it the past week. Yeah, one thing I will commend the game on is, even though I haven't really been enjoying it, it is quite hard to put down, and I think it's partly because there's a lot of stuff to do, and there's a lot of stories, but the main story is trash. I'm enjoying the side stories. I'm enjoying getting the armors and getting new swords and new weapons and all of that kind of stuff. But the main story is just dead. It's literally every mission is we need to take over this fort or take over this bridge. Okay, let's recruit so and so. Let's go use the bow and arrow, kill these people, come in, kill them with a sword. Cool, we've taken over the fort. Oh, we need to take over this fort. And all you're doing is just going north and north and north and north. That is literally what the whole game has been for me. There's been no innovation. Like, every mission is the same. The only innovation that I've seen yet is that, okay, one day you can choose to either sneak in or you can choose to just go in all guns blazing. That's it. There is nothing else. The game is literally the same. And like, to echo on what Tony was saying about the frame rate, the frame rate in this game, I swear to God, sometimes, I'm ready to punch my TV. I swear to you, especially when you're doing one-on-one battles with one-on-one duels with a boss or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pressing L1 to block. No, it's not registering. I'm pressing circle to dodge. No, it's not registering. The game is jumping. And obviously I don't want to give any spoilers here, but I think the first major boss that you fight on a one-on-one duel, I died 15 to 20 times. Yeah, literally, the game is not registering what I'm asking the game to do. Kind of thing in it, and it's just getting on my nerves. Like every time I do the one-on-one duels, I hate it. I would say I've liked the combat. I enjoy the fact that obviously there's 4 different there's more stances, but there's different stances you can choose to use for different situations, whatever. But when you really deep it, it's literally the same. Someone comes with a shield, R2 and circle. Someone comes with a spear, R2 triangle. Someone comes with a sword, R2X. And it's literally the same. Triangle, hold L1, parry. Triangle, hold L1, parry. Triangle. It's literally the same thing in it. The game is honestly, I think it's the most overrated game. I don't even want to start with the facial animations of that game.
Jesus Christ. Stop, it's already dead.
The best thing about the game is the sceneries in that game, A1. Like sometimes you're just going through a forest or I can't remember what shrines, I think the Shinto shrines or something like that. But when you finally climb the top of the mountain, and that is when they show you the whole island or whatever, and you look at it and you're like, yeah, this is top class. It looks beautiful, kind of thing in it. And I think that those kind of moments, I haven't really played around with the camera mode or anything like that in it, but I can really see why someone would want to use the camera mode in those kind of moments, kind of thing in it. And the scenery is beautiful. But then when I come back down that mountain and then come back to fighting again, I'm just like, what is this game?
Where would you rate the combat in terms of different things?
So when I first started, one thing I'll say, because obviously I think all of us are doing a hard year. When I first started and I was dying left, right, center, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I need to put this on normal mode, but luckily I persevered or whatever. And then obviously once you get stronger and start learning, it becomes a bit easier. But when I first started, I was like, the combat is sick, kind of thing. It's very engaging and all of that, and I still think it's good. I think there's a bit of depth to it, but for me, it's now gotten to a point. Because my character's quite strong now, it's now gotten to a point where it's literally parry, triangle, square, whatever. I'm trying my best to use the ghost weapons and use different weapons and stuff like that, but 99% of the time, it's literally triangle, square, whatever it is, and move away, use the kunai, whatever it is, and kind of thing. So, but the combat is good. It is good. Yeah, that's what I'll give it.
I guess it's just about the way you take advantage of it, isn't it? If you want to get through it, it's easy to just kill them off and keep moving. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I was trying to keep this one to myself. When I first started this game, boy, the amount of times I died. But I wasn't deep in now. You lot are saying about where you're actually dodging and it's not dodging. And I'm thinking, I thought I was just messing up. And I actually, it was one day I just said, all right, we're gonna just stay. We're gonna go for this. Whether it's an hour, whether it's 2, 3, 4, I'm going to kill this person. And I was just at what point do I accept I'm just not good at games at this stage? I was thinking, nothing is not right. There is parts of it where I feel like I kind of oversee or ignore the fact that there's parts I don't like. Like I said to you, picking up items and it just disappears into dust. To me, I don't know why, but it's just something I can't stand it. I hate
that. I love that. I don't want animations to say that again.
Ease of use in open worlds, a lot of them tend to get rid of the picking up animation.
Yeah, I'd rather it just disappear. Don't fade into dust like it was magic car. I don't know. Okay, I don't really like that part. And then, when I was walking through the trees and stuff, and I'm just I think I just don't really. I don't know what. Obviously, you can't really do anything about it because if you was on a horse and you're trying to ride through these big open areas and you back into the tree, you'd be dead every 3 minutes because your horse would be down. You'd never be able to play it. But I think because of the scale of the game, I'm looking at it for perfection. I'm wanting everything to flow and sit right, and that alongside you go into a scene and with no animation and no emotion in the person's face. I'm just kind of like, there's so many little things I feel have been missed or overlooked because they felt that they've put so much into the game, and that's why it doesn't get like the top level rating for me, because I feel like that little bit of time spent on maybe not making the game so large, but just putting a bit more effort into those parts could have made it a top tier game for me. But yeah, it's like I'm trying not to be criticized. I don't want to criticize the game because I want it to be, as much as I'm enjoying it, I want to say yes, this is it. This is my game of the year. But I don't at the moment. The animation and the emotional scale that Last of Us gave me, I'm still sticking Last of Us game of the year.
Okay. And okay, now that we've got to that point, we've got Am's score, but we didn't get everyone else's. And Senio, your score?
Right now, I'll give it a 6.5.
Oh, wow!
And the game is overrated.
And CJ,
I'm probably at 8, maybe 8.3. I'll give it right now.
Okay.
Let me get through a couple more and I'll see.
And I'll give it 8 out of 10 as well. And thank you for that, because that means that I was right. This is a 8 out of 10 game. This is a Sony mid. I was right.
The question is, are you right?
Do your averages correctly. That doesn't give you an 8 as well.
It does. I've said 9 out of 10. You said 6.5.
Technically, I was right because the user score is a 9.3 out of 10, so I was right technically.
Yeah, I think for other people say the game is a very good game, and I can understand why some people love it, innit? Like I said before, last week, I really had a good experience with the game, and it might be because I'm using PS4 Slim. But
I've had problems with frame rate, so I played it.
But this game, like, Amlik, you need to come to my house and play with me. You can see what I'm seeing on the TV.
That's what
I think having good solid frame rates has gotten me to the point where I could experiment. I've experimented the whole way through to the final missions where I was using incorrect stances on different enemies where it wouldn't work with them, but to see which moves I could break the defenses down with. So I spent the whole game experimenting, so maybe that helps me to enjoy it even more. I never went in and just triangle. It was always, how do I get around him? Who should I take out here? Who do I take out to make this fight easier? I was always thinking of how do I experiment when I'm playing.
What you're saying is Andan's not creative.
I'm saying his frame rate made the combat more difficult.
No, the funny thing is that I'm doing literally the same thing. Like certain fights, like stuff like the archers, I need to make sure I get rid of them first because they're so annoying and stuff like that. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. The frame rate, man, it really spoils the game, man. It really does spoil the game, man. Especially with the one-on-one duels. Like, it is so bad.
See, I love the one-on-one duels. Every time they came, I got excited. But I think
they should have added at least one more animation for the one-on-one duels, man. Because every time it's the same. Like the first time you see it, like, ooh, like it's time in it. And then after that, then it's the same animation every time you do the duel.
Can't skip it either.
Yeah. But I'm holding X, middle button, everything. Like, I just want to skip the cutscene, please. Please, I don't want to see it.
But yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next topic. But just to close it out, I just want to say that I was right about And I was also right,
game ever.
and I was
You were
also
wrong.
right, and I was also right about 60 frames being needed. So yeah, just
No.
Even 30.
It's not, 30 frames would have made it all right for Andan. It's going below 30 frames that made it a problem. But you're wrong twice.
Speaking about 60 frames.